Ooh, this guy wants to come to Canada, and he has a master's degree from India. Will his degree be recognized in Canada? Well, he needs to get something called an ECA, an Educational Credential Assessment. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can do this. Hey, if you like getting tips and videos like this, I'd be so happy if you subscribe to my channel right down there. Okay, so all the information you need for immigration to Canada is on the Government of Canada website, which is canada.ca. Very easy to remember, right? Okay, so why would you need to get your education assessed? Who would do this? Well, I mean, the first reason is so that you don't have to repeat all your hard work. I mean, if you have a master's degree from India, that means you studied very hard to get that. You don't want to come to Canada and start from zero again and do the same degree for like 6 years. That would be crazy. Okay, so you want your master's degree to be recognized, right? The second reason is so that you get points. You get points for immigration. Okay, the Canadian immigration system is based on points. The people with the most points get to immigrate, and the people with not very many points don't get to come in. It's sort of discrimination, but that's just how our country works. Okay, so you get points, based on things like language proficiency, work experience, education, age, and other factors. Okay, so hopefully you can get as many points. Okay, now the express entry process, this word is basically Canada's selection system for immigration. Okay, so if you want to immigrate to Canada, you're going to go through the express entry process, and that is an electronic process. Okay, so everything is done online, which is great, and everything is very well laid out. It's not too confusing. Okay, now there's a tool on the Government of Canada website called Come to Canada Tool. Check your eligibility. Okay, this is a tool where you can see if you might qualify to come to Canada or not. Now, I made a video about this where I show you how to go through all the steps. I'll put the link to this video that I made about that at the end of this video. Okay, so you can go check that out and tell me if you qualify or if you don't qualify. Okay, now ECA, Educational Credential Assessment, can only be done through certain organizations. Okay, you can't get this from just some, local shop in India. If you see a sign on the side of the road that says, "Get your educational credential assessment here," well, it probably won't count. Okay, the Government of Canada only recognizes these ones here. So look, let's just choose this one here. International Credential Assessment Service of Canada. Okay, so we click on this link here, and then it takes us to this website, www.icascanada.ca. Okay, International Credential Assessment Service of Canada. Now, on the right side of the website, you're going to see this box, and let's click on FAQs, facts, frequently asked questions. Probably be a question about the price. How much does this cost, right? $200. Okay, it costs $200 to get your education credentials assessed. Okay, so I mean, that might seem like a lot of money, but really, if you're going to live in Canada for the rest of your life, that's not too much money. Okay, so next let's click on application procedures. Application procedures. Now, there are going to be 7 steps. Okay, they're very easy. Okay, the first step is you just have to read the documentation requirements for the country where you completed your education. Okay, so you click on this link, and then you can see your country and what requirements, what documents you need to have. Okay, now the second step is you need to complete the online application form. and there you're going to put your credit card payment, or you're going to pay for this service. Okay. Now, step 3 is you open the confirmation email you receive, which has these things. It has a number, and it has 2 forms: document submission form and an official records request form. Okay, then step 4 is you print and complete the document submission form. Okay, that's easy. You just print it off, complete it. Then you mail or courier the following to ICAS office in Canada, because you need to send these documents to the ICAS office. Okay, you need to send the completed form. You need to send photocopies of the documents and photocopies of any other applicable documents, because you're going to be sending them a photocopy of your master's degree or whatever you have. Okay, then step 6, print a separate official records request form for each qualification you wish to have assessed. Okay, so let's say you have a master's degree from one university and you might have like a PhD from another university. If you want to have both of those assessed, then you need a separate form for each one. Okay, so step 7, submit the official records request form to the appropriate institution authority for each qualification you received. It says, okay, so basically what this is saying is you need to submit a form to your university in India asking them to send the documents directly to Canada. So you need to send photocopies to Canada, but you also need to get them to send photocopies. Okay, maybe they don't trust you. Maybe they think you forged the document. There's lots of fake degrees around the world. You can just make a degree yourself. You just type Mark, PhD in English teaching. Wow. Hey, I could look great. I could make myself a fake degree. Oh, there's a lot of fake degrees around the world. Okay. Anyway, so those are 7 simple steps for this process. Now, the processing time is going to be about 20 weeks. So that seems like a long time. That's almost half a year, but it'll go by pretty quick. So don't worry about it. In this time, you could watch my videos here at Mad English TV to improve your English. Then when you come to Canada, your English will be perfect. That would be great. Okay, so the application form is very simple. Okay, there's just 7 steps there. You just put your name, your birthday, your gender, okay, your address, your educational history, and then you just follow those steps. And then step 7 is payment, and then you're done, complete. Okay, so this process is very straightforward. A lot of people do this. Thousands and thousands of people come to Canada every year, going through this process of express entry, getting the educational credentials, getting other documents that you have, and getting everything ready, applying. It's not too hard. It just takes some time. So be patient, but a lot of people do it. So I think there's a good chance that you could come to Canada as well. Hey, I want to know, what is your educational background? What is your educational background? What is the highest level of education you have achieved? Do you have a master's degree? Do you have a PhD or a high school diploma? Let me know your answer down there in the comments, and I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.